Alright, hello everybody, Skyrain here, back again with another Diablo Immortal video. It's that time now. We have more events that have just been released. This update has been kind of odd. They've released things slowly to us, so to speak, and well, what little there was in the update, to be honest, with the patch, they released out every couple of days so far since. But now we are on to... we have now Conqueror added in the mix, which I will do once the time window opens. This is the only thing I don't like when they bring in Conqueror, is that they put it in between battlegrounds. But now, currently, we have the Tower War still ongoing. So yeah, that overlaps with that. So either way, and this is the same thing as Tower War, except in Conqueror, you only have 6 pieces of gear. You do not have all 8 pieces of your legendaries. You only have 6, and everything's reduced. So, unlike Tower War. Tower War, you get everything, and you get your health values and stuff boosted. So it's weird. But anyway, so yeah, this is just basically Tower War before Tower War became its Tower War. Anyway. I don't know, I'm rambling. Okay, Fractured Plane is what we're after. Fractured Plane is back. I've already did one run. It was very painful. Very, very painfully slow. Unfortunately, I did manage to get it under 30 minutes to get the set piece, mystery set piece here. But just barely. I think it was like 28 minutes or something stupid. It was painful only for the fact... Now, this is still the best of the best of the best of the best event for gears, experience. Yeah, gear and experience, and trying to play catch up as far as if you were behind on anything. Unfortunately, the pieces that I got from these chests weren't all that great, and same with the end run piece. That wasn't all that great either. But it is what it is. This will definitely help out more so a lot of the newer players and returning players to catch up and move along pretty well. The experience for all of us, however, in these chests that we claim at the end of the run is actually pretty decent, no matter what. And it does start to scale down, and it does get affected by this, the experience debuff, but it's still pretty good overall, I think. What did I get in my mail, by the way? My inventory was full. I still have to identify it. That sucks. Oh well, I'll do that later. Alright, so anyway, I'm going to go ahead and fire up another run here. I did one already. Now let me know in the comments below if you want to see it or not. I'll save you the trouble, save you the hassle. It was a very long one, only because what Wizard has this week, or not this week, but this turn around for Fractured Plane, we get this affix, which is primary attack speed increased by 50%. That's not all that. You might think it is, but it really isn't. With the assortment of skills and the essences that we have to work with this, it's not that great. You really want to hope to get buffs for damage across the board anytime you can. You hope to find shrines in there to get buffs. I got really screwed. I ended up being pantsless the entire run. I had no pants to drop the entire run I was in there, so I was missing one piece there. However, as far as these skills go, the pants wouldn't have mattered that much anyway, because the essence on pants for these skills is almost non-existent. I also ended up, like I said, if you want to see the run, let me know. I'll post it separately later, but if not, I understand. I ended up with 3 Starfire gems. I've never seen that before. I had, on the 3 instances I was able to get a gem drop during the run, I got Starfire 3 times in a row. I'm like, well, I hope they stack, because I've never seen that happen before. It was irritating, to say the least. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and fire off this other run so I can get it done, because, again, I've almost finished this here. I just need to do 12 more levels, which is another run, and then I'll get all my event tokens, and then I'm done with this, unless I want to go on it more. Now this is perfect for my alts that I left behind. This is normally when I would go back to my alts, is only when this Fractured Plane event comes around, because it is the best, like I said, catch-up mechanic in the game for events. As far as events are concerned, this is the best one to do. The next one after that would be, I'd say, Survivor's Bane. But this is the best of the best for gear and experience and catching up, like I said. So I'm going to go ahead and hop in now, do my other run here, and I'll see you on the other side. Alright, there we go. This was way better than the last run. Again, it's all randomized when you get in there. This is what I ended up with at the very last level, to be honest. I had gotten lucky. They gave me a bunch of treasure gobby spots where I got a lot of coins. So I was able to buy my gear at the very last level and put on what I have here currently showing. The gems, I got, let's see, 30% critical hit chance, which is pretty good. The Istar set piece. Skill cooldowns decreased by 30%, which is very good. Critical hit chance again by 20%, so these would stack because there's a 30 and a 20. And then damage done increased by 10%. So I got fairly lucky this turn around, which definitely showed. I was able to shave off at least 5 to 6 minutes faster in this run with what I had to work with this turn. So that made it for a much more, I guess, overall more enjoyable of an experience. So there it is. We're done with that now. I'm happy because now I can claim everything from the event. Did the second run. So now we've claimed the last two. We get all our event tokens done. We go to the event center, and to confirm that, 44, 44. We're golden. I have to focus on Conqueror now whenever that opens up. And down here we're at 265. I don't think I can grab anything else yet. 280 is the next one. That's a pile of gems. Okay. Yeah, we're not quite there yet. We should be able to get that with Conqueror though. So that's good. And then that still leaves a couple more events after that to push to 360. So we're doing okay so far as that goes. Touch base on one more thing right now. The Risk and Rally. It is the Forgotten Tower current dungeon. Now, also touching back on this, I did do another video covering some discrepancies between what the patch notes said and what the game actually said and things of that nature. I could still put out that video, and I might later, but for right now I'll just touch base on this again as I did in that video. Yes, indeed, it does say here that you can do it on normal, and it says recommended. Now this shows it here on the event. This did not, however, and this is the point I want to make here. Yes, I see that it says normal, and you know, initially, first glance when I first started this, because I wanted to jump right into the fray, I didn't pay attention to it initially. I did see it later, yes, but the fact still remains in that I am somewhat disappointed because they did not list that in the patch notes. They did not mention this at all. They listed it here. They also did not list in the patch notes that you have to do it solo. That was listed in the Chinese patch notes, yes, but not the global patch notes at all. So both things, the only thing they mentioned in the patch notes at all for global was that, there'll be 2 leaderboards. That's it. That's all they listed. They didn't mention anything else. They didn't mention any of this, which granted, this is in game, so you can see it, but they didn't mention that in the patch notes. They did not mention that you had to do it solo. So that was my pretty much biggest gripe over the whole thing. Other than that, it's whatever. There's a couple tricks I did with this that I tried to make it go a little bit faster. It's okay. There are moments where, especially since I play on PC, and this one's nice because you only have one room. There's no changing floors. There's no going through portals to the next area. Any of that in this one. As there was with Mad King that came right before this one. That one was terrible because there was 2 loading screens. there's 2 loading screens in that one, and that made it for not so much of a good time because on PC, the loading seems to be slower than it is on mobile, at least in my experience, and that would kind of pull back on that a little bit. So there's that. Temple of Namari is up next after this one, so that one again, actually no, that one does have a loading screen, sort of. You pass through the one gate to the boss room, but that's it. But either way, that one's kind of fickle sometimes too, but that one's not as bad. This one was okay. Currently, I think I was in second, maybe I was in, I don't remember. I only did it once, so for only doing it one time, that's not too shabby. It is what it is. I'm not trying to go all out in this. Everybody else can have it. I'm content with doing whatever with my 1928 reso still and all that, and so on and so forth. Speed is key in these things, obviously, so you just want mobility more so than anything else. And that's all I can say as far as any kind of tips or pointers for that event as well. So just wanted to touch base on that at the end of this video. That wraps it up. Nice little bow. Again, Fractured Plane one more time is just pretty much the focus of this. Get it in while you can, get all your event tokens, and get your levels in, hopefully. Oh, that's right, I do have to claim it. I almost forgot. I did another run. I didn't claim my chests. Okay, so there, we can kind of see my little experience bar at the very bottom here. Watch it move when I claim. Not too much, but then I am at the 20% deficit on my experience gain. The last chest gave a fair amount, so that's not too bad. Better than nothing, I will say that, but I don't think I got... Did I get any more legendaries that time? It didn't give me any legendaries that time, did it? No, this is from before. Wow, I didn't get any legendaries in any of those chests this time. Well, RNG is RNG. Like I said, it's usually one of the better of the events, but in this case in particular, that run was faster, but I didn't get much else as far as gear goes. Oh well, it is what it is. Until next time, everybody, take care of yourselves out there in the real world. And far as always, stay safe out there as best you can, one day at a time. That's all we can do. Until next time, see ya.